Hello leaders, Patrick Jinks here, leadership and strategy coach and president of the Jinks Perspective. What are you measuring in your organization? Are you measuring the degree to which you are accomplishing your stated mission? Let's cue it up. A growing number of nonprofit organizations report that they are engaged in some form of performance measurement in their organization. This is good news. Unfortunately, many of them are still measuring at what I call level 1 or level 2 and not achieving level 3 metrics. Let me explain. Level 1 metrics are the common oversight and management metrics, things like revenue trends, overhead percentage, employee turnover, donor retention, credit to debt ratio, maybe even some quality indicators and some client satisfaction numbers. All internal business metrics and all very important. Level 2 metrics goes to external outcomes, but at a narrow population level or program level. These might be things like an increase in healthy behaviors among our program participants or improved grades among our after-school tutorial participants. Again, great metrics and absolutely essential. But level 3 metrics drive at the overall mission, and they're incredibly difficult. To achieve level 3 metrics, you first have to understand what level of work you're actually doing. Alnur Ibrahim has an excellent book published just last year by Stanford called Measuring Social Change. And I don't want to oversimplify it, but essentially he describes 4 strategies for measuring performance based on the type of social work you're trying to do. And in this short video, I'm only going to quickly cover 3 of them. But I highly recommend the book for any nonprofit leader. First, the first metric strategy is what he calls a niche strategy. And this is for organizations who deliver a very specific set of services for a very specific set of people with very specific objectives. These are organizations who basically operate independently, like maybe a food bank or a homeless shelter. They're usually organizations that provide a pretty basic need or emergency service where the output actually is the outcome. In other words, they aren't trying to track people's lives over time. Their purpose is to provide an immediate need, period. If the mission's to provide food and shelter for the homeless and hungry, then the metric is simply based in how many people they do that for. Mission accomplishment in this case is fairly easy to measure, relatively speaking. So these organizations can improve by getting better at level 1 metrics, like simply running at high efficiency and quality, or with greater speed. The second strategy is what he calls an integrated strategy, and this is for those organizations trying to attack a social issue with multiple strategies and using logic models that represent not only outputs, but also short-term and intermediate-term outcomes or results. And these outcomes are still usually relegated to a narrow population of program participants or intervention recipients. And the third strategy is an ecosystem strategy, and this is measurement at the systems or societal level, and it can only be achieved through interdependent players rather than a single organization. Think collective impact. This is the most complex, and it takes a whole different level of capacity and competence. In any case, the notion of holding yourselves accountable for mission results is a powerful and critical one. The for-profit sector has performance accountability that's driven by market forces. The social sector is accountable, but not nearly in the same way. How clear are you, your board, and your staff on what exactly you're measuring? And how are you accountable for mission performance? To whom are you accountable? How much does your organization invest on having a firm grasp on your mission metrics? Most have level 1 down, the business metrics. A growing number are doing a better job at level 2, program results metrics, but only a small number of social sector organizations have even a slight grasp on level 3, true mission metrics. I'd like to encourage you to take inventory of what your organization is truly measuring and improving in order to accomplish the promise to the community that you serve. And if your mission statement, by the way, doesn't intrinsically imply some sort of metric, it might be time to revisit the statement itself. That's the Jinx Perspective for this week. As always, if you'd like to explore ways the Jinx Perspective can help you and your organization achieve greater clarity, simplicity, and alignment in your mission work, reach out and schedule a free discovery call with me by clicking the link that's in the video description below. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel right here on this page and click the bell icon to notify you when we drop new episodes. And as always, share this with a colleague. See you here next week.